What if I told you that there is a crypto project that is absolutely changing the game when it comes to cloud computing, solving problems for not only AI applications, but gaming as well? And this project just might well be the most undervalued project in the space as of now. The project I'm referring to is Aethir Cloud. I'm going to dig into why this could be your next big win and really what my thesis is behind thinking that. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we are currently in a GPU crisis. We have AI and gaming eating up microchips like there's no tomorrow. But how is Aethir Cloud making a difference? Well, first off, they are onboarding and using a bunch of unused GPUs and microchips that are already existing in the world today. And essentially, they're taking all of these and linking them up into one massive cloud computer. So it should be noted that Aether is not just a cryptocurrency project. They are actually solving a multi-billion-dollar real-world problem. I don't know if any of you guys have been using ChatGPT and run out of prompts, but this is literally the problem they're solving. There's not enough GPU power for applications to be able to run prompts, generate them, and send them back. So anyway, Aether is tackling a multi-billion-dollar issue that we are currently experiencing right now. And if you've been paying attention to any of the news or any tech, you probably know that AI development is not slowing down and cloud gaming is, really starting to pick up steam, and somebody needs to solve it. What Aethir's trying to do is make higher performance cloud computing available to everybody, not just big tech companies. So again, I'm putting this at a 100x growth because they're solving such a big issue in the world, not just in crypto. Let's dive a little bit deeper. All right, so Aethir Cloud has been making some pretty big moves recently as far as partnerships and releases. Let's go over a few of them. Starting with the checker nodes, on July 12th, these were activated, and currently the checker nodes are pulling off of 15% of Aether token supply. That's pretty sweet if you ask me, and these will be operating for the next 4 years. On June 17th, they announced the launch of their mainnet, and they also announced a bombshell announcement about the Aethir Ecodrop. Now, this is an airdrop to checker node holders, and the airdrop consists of a few projects that are part of the bigger Aether ecosystem. So to get this done, they've teamed up with some big projects like Cookie 3, Diverse World, Hybrid, Momate, PlayFi, and ZK Candy. All of these, again, are going to be airdropping to checker node holders. All of us degens love airdrops, so that is just some massive news. If you're lucky enough to get a hold of a checker node, you are probably very happy to hear that. Aether is also making strategic partnerships with existing AI projects as well. For example, June 21st, they partnered with Tensor Opera, and they are actually working together with them to develop their Fox 1 model. And this is a pretty big deal. It's not just any AI model. This will be the first large-scale learning language model that is fully operating off of DeepN. So that's kind of huge. And then on June 25th, they teamed up with Metagravity. These guys are essentially aiming to move the industry forward in cloud compute gaming. So by combining Metagravity's hyperscale engine with Aether's DeepN technology, they're really, aiming to make waves in the gaming sector. I think this could really be a game changer, literally. And then also Aether has a partnership with the SoFun blockchain. This collaboration is all about beefing up their infrastructure to not only support entertainment, but AI and gaming. So essentially, they're just trying to cover all bases, which is what we love to see. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. This all sounds great, but what about the numbers? Well, they're looking just as good. The ATH token is currently sitting at about 8 cents. It launched just about 30 days ago, and it is actually up about 27% over the last 30 days. And it's currently at a $315 million market cap, which is insanely low. I'll get into why I think that in a little bit. But here's really the thing. Even with all of this progress, Aether is still massively undervalued. And how do I know this? Well, let's compare them to some of their competitors. Everybody knows who Render is. They are currently sitting at a $3.5 billion market cap. So you compare that to $315 million, that's massive spread. And the big difference is in the actual hardware. Aethir Cloud has over 40,000 different GPUs and microprocessors, while Render only has about 1,000. I mean, that is a huge gap. So why does all of this matter? Well, have you ever wondered how a, smaller developer or game developer could even have access to the processors or storage that all of these big tech companies have? Well, this is the exact thing that Aether is trying to flip. You see, it's all about their decentralized physical infrastructure cloud computing network that they're putting together. Like I said, imagine a network of a bunch of GPUs across the entire world, all connected into one supercomputer in the cloud. That's what Aethir's building. And as far as in-house processors, they're not just any little dinky processors. We're talking enterprise-grade chips, the kind of hardware that only big tech companies ever have access to because they're so expensive. And then, like I said, they're tapping into GPU power that is currently being unused and is around the world in people's computers as well. Now, you might be thinking, what makes Aethir different from any of the other DePIN projects? Well, let me break it down for you. First off, we've got stuff like low latency. That means less lagging, higher response times. All of these things are crucial for things like especially gaming, but like the ChatGPT example, AI prompting, all of this stuff you want low latency for. And then there's also the distributed model. Unlike traditional cloud services that rely on massive data centers to process all of their information, Aethir's network is spread out and decentralized, which means they can easily scale up way faster than competitors to meet whatever's needed. More GPUs, more power, more opportunity. But here's where it's kind of interesting. Aethir is really opening the doors to a whole new world of possibilities outside of just AI and gaming. I mean, just think about it. If you had institutional grade microchips and processors that you could do your own work on, where are the limits? Essentially, that could take a small in-house developer completely to the big leagues and essentially make him limitless in what he can do. You could train AI models, run massive simulations, and even create your own cloud infrastructure. And the thing is, you don't even need to be a tech wizard to get into this. Aethir's making it super easy for anyone to have access to this at an affordable rate. Again, it's democratizing high computing power for everybody. No more gatekeepers, no more tech elites, power to the people. So what does this mean for crypto? Well, as Aethir's ecosystem grows and more GPUs are being used and they have more customers, this is only going to drive up the price of the Aethir token as their tokenomics is set to where, the ATH token is essential for the operation of the entire system. This token is used to buy, sell, pay, essentially everything. So basically, as the ecosystem in use grows, this token is just going to skyrocket. So here's the big kicker. Aethir is providing an affordable entry for anybody looking to access these processors. For example, as little as 33 cents gets you 1 hour for an A100 processor, which is just, that's insane. But it's not just about the price. Aethir's mission is to level the playing field for everybody. Basically, they're wanting to increase the access to AI resources and to give all companies and people that are working at the intersection of AI and other industries the tools that they need to accomplish whatever they're trying to accomplish. Essentially, they're trying to bridge the AI wealth gap. So this AI wealth gap is essentially all of these big companies like NVIDIA, Google, Amazon, all being the ones calling the shots, deciding what models get trained, which direction they're developing it for, etc. Aethir's flipping the script on this. They're putting the power into the hands of the people. And like I said, Aethir is not just the talk. They have over 40,000 processors. 40,000. Again, comparing to Render that has less than 1,000, and then comparing it to Akash who has a little under 400. Again, I cannot stress it enough. Aethir is playing an entirely different ballgame than these other DePIN projects. But despite all of this, Aethir's market cap is still sitting just around 300 million. Compared to Render's 3.5 billion, which if you have any education in mathematics, you should understand the large difference between 40,000, 1,000, 300 million, and 3.5 billion. Insane gap in not only tech, but market size. It really just makes no sense. So that's why I'm saying that Aethir is massively undervalued right now. And its potential to keep growing is really off the charts. If you agree with me that AI is going to keep growing and is not slowing down, then essentially you would have to agree with the fact that Aethir's use is never going to slow down either. Aethir is positioned perfectly to meet this demand. They can scale up fast, way faster than any of their competitors. And all of these factors just feed into the idea of seeing Aethir skyrocket here in this next bull run cycle, as well as beyond, because there is a real world use behind this. So let's just do an overview. We are looking at a project that is solving real world problems in a multi-billion-dollar industry. They have much better tech than their competitors. They're massively undervalued compared to their competitors. The token's been launched for just over 30 days. I cannot stress this enough. This could be your chance for a 100x in this next cycle. Don't miss out on the project that is solving all of the AI computing problems. Aethir is still flying under the radar. There is a serious gap between value and potential here. Now, I'm not saying throw your life savings at this. Always do your own research. I will put all the links in the description so you can check them out for yourselves. Aether is definitely worth checking into. Don't sleep on it. I mean, who knows what partnerships or tech upgrades they are going to release in the future. Like I said, do your own research, but right now this could be your entry point to a 100x. And that is going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, remember to please stay degen.